What's going on, peoples? It's Thursday, which means it is time for another good episode of Spotlight Podcast with your host, with the most, Mr. What He Go Do Next, Rain the Rockstar, Heavy D reincarnated, Mr. Overweight Lover. And we are picking up from last week with part two of 50 Years in Hip Hop. And I want to bring my guest on. We got my guest Anubis, and we got Domisha, management of Zip Management as well as Zip Motivation. So we're gonna pick up where we left off. So everybody, let's get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to what we was doing before. We was on a hellified debate. We had to put it into two parts. So whoever wants to shoot, go for it.
I'm gonna shoot first because who is Domisha? I'm just playing.
That is the nigga that's going to be right now. If your name got messed up, I'll let my secretary know, and we'll fire her because she was wrong.
Get her out of here.
The fact that you laugh, I knew it was messed up when I seen him laugh, and I said, "Ooh, so you should have kept your name the right way." That's what happened.
That's actually not what I was laughing at, Mr.
Oh yeah, man. Well, look.
Heavy D incarnate.
Heavy D incarnate. They call me big time, Mr. Big Sexy, Overweight Lover. You hear me? The girls, they love me. Do we need to do this early in the segment?
We got to. We got to give you a hard time.
Yes, we do. As we pour libation for people who don't know, there we go. A little libation, just a little bit. Listen to it. Yes. Anybody wants to begin? We can. I don't remember what the fuck was it.
Well, we were in the 80s, I believe.
I thought it was 90s.
We started to touch on the 90s. We started to touch on the early 90s, but we were still in the. Well, no, take that back. We were because we were talking about artists like MC Lyte, Naughty by Nature, you know.
Okay.
We talked about Naughty by Nature. I didn't know we talked about them.
We started to, but we didn't actually touch on them.
All right, well, lead the way, my guy, because we got 60 minutes to do it. So lead the way.
I mean, let's touch on the groups.
What group?
The groups from the 90s.
Okay, shoot. Go for it.
We talked about Public Enemy.
Quick question. Before you get started, how about, since we had a certain amount of time, let's combine 90s and 2000s in one.
Okay.
So shoot.
Okay, so let's look at the groups. Let's look at who all the major groups were during those periods of time. So you had Public Enemy, you had Leaders of the New School, you had Naughty by Nature, you had Run DMC.
They did.
That covers 80s and the 90s. It doesn't go into the you had Two Live Crew. We touched on them.
Right.
Are we doing just hip hop, or are we talking about groups total?
Well, we're talking about things for hip hop. That means from groups to producers to CEOs, anything to do with hip hop.
Okay, so if we're looking at producers, you can't go without Russell Simmons. Can't talk about the 50 years of hip hop without talking about him.
Fact.
Russell Simmons, Timbaland.
Okay.
Timbaland, definitely.
We talked about Missy Elliott. She was one of the staples of these time frames.
Okay.
Because she put out hits for a bunch of people.
Facts.
Right.
Who you got, baby? Who you got?
I don't know. I really like Timbaland, but Russell Simmons, I feel like he is a bigger staple than anybody. Like, I really do. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. Russell Simmons, I think he is hip hop. Even though, you know, things change through life and people change. But, you know, I think
Far as producers, I'm gonna throw Rick Rubin in there. Just Blaze for Neptunes for real. Who else we got? Beat Masters, Track Masters. I mean, Bangladesh. I mean, the list can go on and on because it's really unlimited of producers from minor to major to mid. I mean, the list goes on and on. Manny Fresh, Stevie J. What's up?
Okay, Swiss Beats.
Swiss Beats. Beats by the pound.
Yeah.
Another icon.
KG. That's another one.
Melly Mel.
Him. Sir Jinx.
Facts. Good play on that one. Good play. I forgot about Sir Jinx. He did a lot of stuff. Bomb Squad. They did Cube's first whole album. They did Public Enemy.
Yep. You had people like come on. What's side? Warren G.
Yeah, you know what? And speaking of Warren G, good play. He started the G-Funk era. He had that movement because wasn't nothing like the sound he came with. I mean, once he came with Regulate,
yep,
it was a whole new ball game.
Got to talk about Hometown.
Shoot.
And now I would forget his damn name right now.
Dun.
You know he gonna mess with us. You got your paper over there? Cause
I don't need no paper, dude. I am good at what I do. I don't need no paper.
You know what? Gonna go back to it. DJ Quick. You know, he was
yeah, DJ Quick.
Hey man, I'm about to be petty as fuck. Cause I can't help myself. Tell your son put that bird up. I seen him walking with that bird on. So put that bird up.
I keep saying that. I'm on the show. Like I'm on the show. They still walking around with book bags, no shirts on.
Man, listen. I look back like
they're like, forget it. We in the show too.
Bucket. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Like literally. Yeah.
Damn.
But
I get a damn brain for it right now.
Far as people who help hip hop, you got Leor Cohen. He was part of the Def Dem history from the beginning until I think maybe 5 years ago or something like that. He left, but he was a good part of it. And I don't know if a lot of people go agree with what I'm about to say, but I don't care. Suge Knight, you got to give Big Suge his credit because
you got to give him his credit on the fact of, you know, he had Death Row, but he wasn't an actual producer.
But he was a pivot for hip hop. Let me explain why. If he wasn't going to them offices fighting for the masters and letting them know what type of money we really deserve as hip hoppers and as people, as black people, come on now. You gotta give him that.
Fighting.
Yes.
Fighting. He was not fighting. He was bullying people.
You know what?
Well, you know what? Okay.
You're about to be off this show.
But you have to understand.
Yeah, we don't talk about Big Suge, nigga. You
have to understand how it was in the music industry back then.
Facts.
You pretty much damn near had to do that. You had most music producers and record label owners and stuff like that. They had to be gangster.
Hold on, I got one better. Other than Def Jam. No, I can't even say Def Jam. Yeah, I'm gonna say Def Jam. Other than Def Jam, Bad Boy, Death Row, who else was run by African American? See what I'm saying?
The Dungeon Family.
L.A. Reid and Babyface. Facts. Got to give them their credit too. Even though they was R&B, they did help hip hop. But other than that, it was Atlantic. It was the white stations. I mean, you know, the white record companies.
Right. Oh, I mean, yeah. But even with the ones that we're talking about, they were still distributed by white record labels.
Look at, if you rewind, take back to Sugar Hill Records, Sylvia Rowland was a singer back in the 70s. What was that song she had? Pillow Talk. But she started a company, helped write the message, helped change hip hop and started a whole new thing in the late 70s going into 80s. And she was stealing like a motherfucker. Everybody signing them didn't get nothing, like $500 in fame. That was it. But it's hip hop. You wrong for that, man. You did Big Suge wrong, man. Hey, matter of fact, free Big Suge. He does have a podcast. I swear for God, I'm not being funny.
I'm not free Big Suge. We free Big Suge. We're gonna have a party.
AB, who I fuck with, AB? Who I fuck with, AB?
All right. Who's AB? I'm Anubis.
Anubis.
Yeah.
Nigga dude.
See, you know what? Don't
who I fuck with. Exactly. But back to the subject at hand. Y'all not
just because of the fact that you be walking around with the Death Row chain on. I get it. I get it that you want to protect Big Suge. I get it.
That's his goon. That's his goon right now.
Yeah,
right?
he trying to.
Y'all petty. That's all right. I'm gonna remember this. And when
say that you on his payroll without saying.
Don't worry about it. When shit take off, I'm gonna remember this episode, and I'm gonna pull y'all in the office so cool. It's gonna be a dim light. I'm gonna light that motherfucking cigar, and I'm gonna look at y'all like, remember in October, y'all thought that shit was funny, huh? On the air. Mm-hmm.
Big shit right there.
What?
Do you really want to go there and try to pull some Suge Knight on me?
Why not? No. So moving forward.
Try that.
Look at the same with Bad Boy. If it wasn't for somebody like Puffy to do what he did and create what he created, rap wouldn't have changed. I mean, because he took funky R&B songs that was cuts, classics, and brought it to the 90s, and it just rehashed those artists as well as advanced that generation to remember that. And look what we got, man. Because before Biggie came, let's be real, New York was kind of on a quiet note because the West was killing it. And then when Big came, New York took off far as a solo artist. Now, group wise, Wu-Tang was doing
it. Yeah, Wu-Tang was still who that is. Public Enemy was still who that is.
Public Enemy was getting quiet though, bro. You gotta remember, by the time 95 came, what you say, baby?
I don't agree though. New York probably. I mean, I think it's just like where you live at. You know what I'm saying? Like because New York was bringing it too. You know what I'm saying? Like New York was bringing it.
They was, but did they not get quiet? I mean, at one point, every coast got quiet. Like think about it. East was raining. Then West came in with NWA and they started blowing up, and it was just back and forth. And then all of a sudden, East got quiet. Wu-Tang came out and they got loud.
Quiet, but then also you got to think about the South started making noise.
But he still was quiet.
I think it was the transition in music. You know what I'm saying? Because when they got quiet is when the era of music started changing. You know what I'm saying? Now we got, we had Lil Kim. But I mean, they came out with some stuff Lil Kim wasn't saying. They was like, what they said? Like, what happened?
I'm not gonna lie. Florida surprised me when Trick Daddy came out because wasn't nobody ready for that. And me being from the Midwest, we heard that and we was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like he is gutter for real.
Everybody getting quiet.
Yeah. Everybody be quiet. Very true. Hey, DJ Ninja, you silly, man. You are silly. You are fucking silly. But yeah, Florida came with Trick Daddy, which he brought Trina.
Yeah.
But see, you gotta understand too, like Florida do a lot of underground. So like people be out for a long time and we just know them like in your cities or in your town or in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they say people got Florida music.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I just thought about who I was trying to say, the DOC.
Doc, oh my God, that's a deal. That's
whole town. I had to talk.
Yeah.
How you not know?
Like I say, I had a brain fart. So
that's an icon too. Doc is an icon. Yeah.
How you? That's a Dallas icon.
Yeah, and you got to think about what his name is. DOC is Dallas Oak Cliff.
No shit. Yeah. But hold on, though. Mr. Oak Cliff. What about Ron C? Nemesis. Oh, do your homework. Look that up. Look up Nemesis. Ron C. Temple of Boom.
Yeah. We ain't phoning in friends today. Come on. We get them back.
Now, far as Florida, Florida had y'all had your own lane. Because other than 2 Live Crew and Luke, which I had 69 boys, Trick Daddy and then Trina.
Trick Daddy and Trina, but you still got a lot of underground artists that are big for Florida, but they just not big everywhere else.
You had Po Boy. You had them artists from Po Boy. I can't remember their name, but they had Po Boy Records. I do remember that.
And you know, and in that same breath, you still got a bunch of like Texas artists that are big here,
right?
But just didn't get the nationwide exposure. Like one who just passed, Big Pokey, great in Texas, great.
You know what's so funny about you particular subject of Texas, bro? I knew of course, Ghetto Boys, Scarface, Gangsta Nip, things like that. But man, my partner brought me a CD, and it was a cat named Lil Flip. And I looked at it, was the Leprechaun. I'm like, what is this? Popped it in, I was hooked. But then it was an extra disc with it, and when I popped it in, it was screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the Midwest. I'm like, what is this, bro? But after smoking.
DJ Screw and the Screwed Up Click.
Good work, my peeps. My guy.
Talk about
DJ Ninja.
Out talking about them, you know, because
I think got a pistol in his bag.
Because it didn't matter. It didn't matter if you was from Houston or Dallas, because you know there's always that rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, even in Dallas, bump Screw. You know. When you go into the park on Sundays, you know, the ones with the banging systems with the 15s in the trunk was bumping Screw.
Hey man, I wasn't hip. I'm not gonna lie.
Lil Flip, Lil Kiki, Ghetto Boys, you know, Scarface. You know, you bump. Not only did you bump their regular albums, but you Screw too, because DJ Screw would literally take some albums and screw it the whole thing. Would screw the whole album. Now I don't know if he had you know, the rights to do it. He may have paid for it. Hey.
I didn't really get hip on Screw until I started going out to Atlanta, maybe 02, 03, and we was riding around, and I'm like, the fuck are y'all playing? And it was a cut. You knew what song it was, but it was slowed down, it was chopped. I wasn't hip, but I was sitting there lost in I didn't know what to do. And then after a while, after drinking and smoking, it was the shit. And when I came back home, I had brought a burn disc, like, man, play this. And I popped it in. They looked at me like I was tripping, like, what's that? I'm like, bro, DJ Screw. I'm like, you know, Screwed Up Click, Fat Pack. I had a bunch of discs, Fat Pack, Big Mo, all them. And they just was looking at me like, and not even a year later, it was just like, once they got hip on Still Tipping, now all of a sudden, everybody Botany Boys. They playing everything from, they done went to Best Buy and loaded up on everything. But I got to give credit to Houston because it's so many legends and people who contributed. I mean, you got Humpty Hump, Jay Prince, even Tony Draper. Tony Draper, Swisher House, right? I'm sorry, I made a mistake. No, Tony Draper's not Swisher House. My bad. Tony Draper is Suave House. But Suave House had Tennessee artists, 8 Ball, MJG, Mr. Mike, and them, Tila. But he's from Houston.
And he's from Houston.
Houston got a lot of talent, man.
Well,
I mean,
here was one of the things why, like, okay, like you say, Tennessee artists came to Houston.
Facts, bro. I'm listening.
Because there wasn't, you either went one way. You either went towards Houston because Houston was making a lot of noise. Or you went to Atlanta where you had the Dungeon Family. Everybody couldn't, you know, go to Atlanta because even back then there was a lot of stuff going on. And Atlanta had their own artists that, you know, it's either one, you wasn't going to get past Outkast. That wasn't happening. Let's just be real. You wasn't getting past Outkast. So if you know the market like that, you was like, okay, if I go to Atlanta, I would have to compete with Outkast. That's going to be extremely hard because Outkast is loved in Atlanta. So where else can you go that's making noise? Okay, well, I can possibly go to Houston, go down there. They got great producers down there. I can make some noise down there.
You know what?
They did.
Speaking of producers, let's jump. DJ Paul, Juicy J. Can't forget about Hypnotized Minds. Come on, Tennessee. Yeah. I mean, A-Ball, MJG, Fat, Gangsta Pack, Gangsta Boo, Crunchy Black. Look, you probably don't even remember Gangsta Pat, do you? You look like DJ Quick. He made that song, Wanna Smoke and Deadly Verses. He looked just like Quick back in the day, literally. You had him. Atlanta artists look up Memphis because of the guitar music, gutter music. Facts, bro. Facts. But you can't forget when Tear the Club came out, it changed a lot of shit too. We wasn't ready for that. Mystic Souls wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
Come on, you quiet in the corner, baby. That ain't good. It look like you're doing a mannequin challenge. You gotta talk.
I'm listening.
I remember when Bone Crusher came out with
Now, hold on. It is a debate as we speak right now. It's a group that says they made that song first and Bone Crusher was on it, and then he got signed and took them off. As we speak right now, it's a debate. All jokes aside. Crazy, right?
Which could be true because it happens a lot.
It does. It
happens a lot. It could be true. I mean, I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying it could be.
But let's go again. With the fact that happens a lot in the music industry. That happened back in the 20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, pretty much the music industry all the way through. You had somebody who made a song, and then somebody took that song, and depending on if the record label that put it out wanted to use one person or the next, that's who got recognition of it.
Right.
And then because of the fact that Black people didn't own their masters back then, how could you sit up there and contest it? Because you can't just sit up there. Well, hey, I did this. Okay, well, where's your proof?
Well, not even owning their masters. Let's just be real. You had a lot of African Americans who couldn't. I'm gonna say, and I don't mean no disrespect by this. They couldn't counter read. So you give somebody back then 10 cents a record, you give them $100, that's a lot of money. They just like, fuck it, let's go. And then they're performing the art they love. There you have it.
But that was the goal, though. You got to know that was the goal of the music industry, to build it up.
Right.
Because it was to get the young Black kids and just offer them whatever because they knew they didn't know. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't know what's on those contracts. They just know they ride in the limo, they finna travel. These people telling them they finna put them in the house. They don't know the house ain't paid for. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't get to
leasing.
It didn't get to the point of like people like Michael Bivins, who sat up there and was like, okay, when he realized that, okay, we're doing all these shows, we're doing all this, we're doing all that, but we're not seeing the money that we're supposed to be seeing. So he was just like, hey, why don't you teach me the business?
But here's the thing about it, and you're very true about it. You're right, bro. The thing about the business is it's different money. You have show money, which you're guaranteed you do the show. You get that money. But royalties is what the problem is, because once you sign a contract, if you don't keep up on points and royalties and cents, that's where you get fucked off. Because let's be real, back at that time, it was what? $9 a cassette, $15 a CD, maybe. Am I lying?
No, I had a 5 heartbeats moment. I'm sorry.
Nice.
I want to talk about my royalties.
Hey, right. What that mean? What that nigga say? Look, did he split my man pants? He was like, my office hours are from. I mean, but
I'm not sure what y'all on this show today.
And then for the Suge Knight.
There you go. No, he didn't. He was a big red. Hey, you know what I want to hey, listen, y'all. What that nigga say? I was just a young boy playing with my toys.
Yeah. You know.
Hey, man, y'all stupid.
Hey.
Back to the subject at hand, bro. Let's talk about Florida. Baby girl from Florida. What other artists are we missing other than the core Two Live Crew, 69 Boys, Trick Daddy, Trina.
I don't
Who
know.
are we
It's so
missing?
weird. I mean, it's
I'm
so
listening.
many. Like you got Coley P, you got a Tampa artist, Tom G. You know, like and these are artists that done stuff with big artists, but they just not able to. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they want to stay independent or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what the issue is, or whoever is their management, or whoever wrote their contract, or you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They not able to like mainstream like everybody else mainstream, but they like big
Regional
regional artists
in those areas. So I mean, I think they part of hip hop too. We gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about hip hop. But I don't know if Trick Daddy really hip hop or is he gangster rap? Like I don't know.
But hold on, no. Remember in the beginning,
don't get me wrong.
In the beginning, it was just hip hop. Then the critics said gangster rap.
Yeah,
right.
They put a title.
Well, you got Kaya too. Kaya, she rap. She from Florida. You feel what I'm saying?
I thought she was from Atlanta.
Kaya is from Florida.
Wow.
Even though she on plain Florida, she from Florida.
Y'all got Jackie O down there too.
Yeah.
Jackie O.
Oh, Jackie O, yeah. So it's a
Nigga
lot
said,
of
who
artists.
that?
No, I said I didn't hear what you said. So,
You
but
get your Florida card revoked. You said who that?
I do because I listen to different music, but you know.
What you listen to? What you listen to? You on blast? Truth Mike. Truth Mike.
Yeah, Trick Daddy, Dr. Dre. You know, like I listen to mostly old school rappers, Ghetto Boys, stuff like that. I really like the new school straight, but I just feel like the songs ain't long enough. Like after I done heard 2 minutes of the song, I'm listening to the rest of the lyrics. Like what happened?
I'm not gonna lie. When Florida let Plies out, that shit changed.
I still listen to Plies.
I do too. Oh, yeah, he get airplane.
I like listening to Plies now with his sitting in the car and talking about
video.
Shout out to Plies, man. Shout out
to
right. I can't argue with you.
Hey, you know what? T-Pain, shout out to T-Pain, all the Florida artists. Shout out to Zoe Pound too. Y'all down there doing y'all thing. If y'all know about that. They had a CD out too. Yeah, that's underground like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
A lot of people be underground. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wish they all could be out, you know, but I don't know.
You know what? Flow Rider. Y'all got Flow Rider down there too. Flow Rider, he took hip hop mainstream, started making that pop money. He ain't look back.
Okay, so now I see what you're saying. I was gonna say now, wait a minute now, but yeah. I get what you mean now.
DJ Khaled, shout out to Khaled. He from down in Florida.
Yeah.
No, Khaled I think he from New Orleans. But
I think DJ Khaled from New Orleans. He ain't from Florida, but he worked with a lot of Florida artists. But he got the voice. You know what I'm saying? He got the voice. DJ Khaled, you know.
Right. I'm gonna tell you something changed too for music. When T.I. came, he changed some shit. T.I. changed a lot.
This is the thing though. T.I. had been out for a long time. He just hadn't made it mainstream. Because before T.I. was mainstream, I was listening to T.I. because I always thought T.I. was hot.
Yeah, facts. You're very right on that. Funny thing about that, what's funny is like when T.I. did his video, I'm Serious. If you look in the background, you see Shorty Low back there, big as day. And then they end up beefing later down the line.
Ain't that crazy?
Oh yeah. But Atlanta took off. I mean, they already had Hitman Sammy Sam, you know, local, regional. But once they took off, you got what? Crime Mob came out, a little Scrappy, Trioville, goddamn it, me, shit. Dungeon Family had what? Cool Breeze and Goody Mob.
Yes.
They like to say that Atlanta is the hub of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They like to say Atlanta is the hub of hip hop.
For the South?
For the South, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I feel like New York is the hub of hip hop.
No. You're right. New York is the hub. But now for the South region, it got to be Atlanta.
You think so?
I'm going to say, you know what I'll say why? I mean, this is my personal opinion. Nah. That's debatable because they both had a lot of underground artists to come out.
I feel like they blowed at the same time. Like I really feel like they blowed at the same time because you would think some artist was Atlanta artist. It wasn't. Right. It was Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Right. I feel like they blowed at the same time. It's a compete.
That's gonna be a hellified debate because you're gonna have people
You gotta
based
go
on
way,
their
way
own.
back. Yeah,
There
you
you
gotta
go.
go way, way back. But I just feel like that's just my personal opinion. I think am I allowed my personal opinion on this show? Oh.
Yeah, you can. I mean, that's what it's all about, speaking your mind at the coffee table. But it's gonna be a hellified debate because people go do that. Hey man, you don't get up in my show and go nowhere, bro. You don't do
DJ
that.
Ninja said hip hop lives in Memphis.
DJ Ninja get a lot of love from Memphis, so yes. But Memphis, I can't lie. Hold on. Right now, as we speak, though, Finesse 2 times. Finesse Gang No Love.
Little baby.
Big Boogie. Young Dolph. Rest in peace, Dolph. Yo Gotti. I mean, it's they tearing it apart down there, bro.
Memphis music is surging right now.
You know. Yeah, Kilo G back in the day. You know, Memphis was just crazy hot. As far as the new artists, who y'all rolling with? New artists?
Really, none of them.
That's cold. You know,
I mean,
come on, bro. It's nobody.
No,
remember what you say because it's being documented. Remember what you say.
But like, okay, I like the baby. I like him.
Okay.
Agreed.
I've listened to Young Dolph. I liked some of his stuff. Migos are hit and miss with me.
I can dig that.
I can understand.
Miss with me. I don't know, because like after 2010, I stopped listening to hip hop as much as I used to.
Really?
And I started listening way more to, like R&B, soul, and neo and all that.
What you got, baby girl?
I would say about the same. The baby, of course. I like Kodak. Even though, people, I do like Kodak because, see, you really have to listen to Kodak music to understand what he's saying. Right. He do a lot of metaphor, you know what I'm saying? And he talk about a lot of spiritual stuff, but people don't get it. Like, he giving a message to the people, but we just think he high on drugs. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what?
But if you listen to the music that he's saying, he really he's spilling out his soul, but he just he's telling us pay attention to this, look at this, this, that, and the other. So of course Kodak, Finesse, definitely Finesse. Dolph, some of them I listen to, but some of them it just depends on what it just depends. Because sometimes they just talk about that.
I mean, that some rappers don't talk about stuff, but some of them do. But at the same time, let's be real. Even back in the day, some rappers wasn't talking about nothing. It just had a good beat, and they said certain little metaphors that you like. But new wise, I'm gonna roll with of course, I'm gonna give you the baby, Lil Baby Dope, Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan.
I don't know. I'm scared of Rich Homie Quan. They be dressing up too much. I'm like,
your words being documented.
With too much alcohol or something. I don't know. They got something going on.
Shout out to Rollo, man. Free Rollo. Got to roll with Rollo.
Yeah. I like, before he started getting in so much trouble, I like Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda. Young MIA was dope, though. She got some bars, boy.
Yeah, she did. Yes, she did.
She got some bars.
I like some of Ty Dolla $ign's music.
I got a question. Who he used to be? See, it's a known fact that a lot of rappers come in one way, have a career, disappear for a while, and come back and have another career with a different name, but the same rapper. Who he used to be. And when I tell you who he is, you're going to fucking blow your top. No homo.
Tell us, we want to know.
Little Romeo. Immature. Facts.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of him. Yeah.
Oh, you got a computer today. Okay.
Look, he had to get his computer today. I can make it up. Hold on, no. But that's how the game play. That's the game. Prime example. Shout out to Kwame. He started off as Kwame. He had a hellified career. And then when Biggie made that line about the polka dots and other people made polka dot lines, it kind of hurt his career. He disappeared for a while. He came back. I think it's KM1. He was a producer. There you go. Hold on. Young Bird. He had a career. It kind of went left field. He disappeared. He came back. Hit a maker. Yeah,
you're right about that.
Come on, man.
I tell y'all who my favorite artist, young artist is right now. My favorite young artist right now is Golden Boy. Like that's my favorite Golden Boy. See.
I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look him up.
You know why he my favorite? Because he's independent and he is like blowing. Like he probably don't realize how fast he blowing, but he blowing.
Other independent artists, man. There's so many new artists. Like Yellow Beezy had a good run. He got some good music. Trap Boy Freddy.
You right about that. But what happened?
I mean, it's like anything else. What you mean? Some people take a break and deal with family or change their style or get busy. Like shout out to Sauce Walker and the Sauce family, man. They got, oh my God, Peso, the hardest essay. They got Vucci. I mean, they got everybody up there. They got my man Sosa, man. Yeah, Sauce team, Doughboy Sauce. They I like music. So you gotta understand, I listen to music all day and I live music. So yeah. What you doing down there, bro? Look like you trying to figure out a question.
I was sitting there thinking about like who else, as far as new artists, do I don't listen to them heavily. They're kind of hit and miss with me.
Who?
YG is hit and miss.
YG, yeah. YG, cool.
Tiger, or whatever. And Wiz Khalifa,
Hey, but if you remember when Tiger first started, he had that song, that little "Give Up the Coconut," some. Yeah, that was different. And then he came out Rack City and Blue.
You talking about that was different? What did that mean? You said that was different.
But listen to it. You see what I'm saying? Listen to it. Listen to it's called some. I can't remember the name. I'm not being funny. No cap. Just take it. Listen to it. It's different. Compared to his other music, it's very different. It don't add up. That's what I'm saying. New artists. It's so many dropping by. It's a lot of underground artists. I mean, it's a lot of underground. Like prime example, out of California, you got Nemesis. Man, she a female rapper, bruh. She nothing but I had her on the show. Check her out. Pure hip hop head, like from top to bottom. She's just strictly hip hop, conscious hip hop, pure conscious hip hop. The new artists, it's a lot of them. Do I believe that they gonna keep the torch lit? Yes, in their own way, because that's really what hip hop is, your own creative lane. So if an artist find a lane for themselves and stick to it, I respect it 100%. Because
what torch are we talking about? They gonna keep lit. Let's talk about that.
Say that again.
What torch are they keeping lit? Which one?
Hip hop. Because let's be real. When hip hop started, it was everybody dressed like a biker / rocker, dance and all that shit. Then LL came and took the torch. Kool Moe Dee took the torch. Big Daddy Kane. Then you go over to the 90s, Bone took it. Biggie took it. Pac took it. Digital Underground took it. Everybody took it and kept it going. Now we roll over into the 2000s. You got T.I., you got Dipset, you got 50 Cent. Everybody took that torch of hip hop. Now the new generation, a lot of their music may sound the same or might not be to older people's ears, but they still got that torch.
I'm just trying to find out but I just don't believe that. I believe that hip hop is dying. Like I honestly do, because I feel like they really. I feel like they're killing hip hop, and they killing hip hop.
How?
They're not.
I have to agree with her.
They're not even telling a story. They're talking to you. Got people rapping about they're a gangster. They're not even a gangster. You feel
okay? Hold on. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but you're right. But let's be real. It's a lot of studio gangsters out there that admitted they won. Spice One admitted he was a studio gangster. Come on now, he had some cuts.
But we never took him as a gangster. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on. Depending who you talking to. Again, you gotta remember this is our opinion. Depending who you talking to. I mean, come on, man.
I just feel like younger generation is killing hip hop. Like I really feel like it's no longer hip hop. It's just music now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I respect what a lot of them do. I do respect what a lot of them do because I know they're trying to get to the bag. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I guess like when I was growing up, hip hop had a story behind it. You know what I'm saying? It made you feel some type of way. It kind of raised you. If you didn't have a mama or a daddy or whatever, it kind of raised you because it gave you a different outlook. You know, but that's just my opinion. That's my opinion.
But quick question though. If you remember hip hop in the beginning, it was break dancing, rapping about your DJ, graffiti. That was it. Then it changed to rapping about getting paid because back then rappers wasn't getting the money they deserved. Now, as time evolved, you had new categories come out. They made gangster rap. That was a new category. You had Common come out, which was conscious rap. You've always had KRS-One, which is hip hop, but he still was teaching and preaching, just like Chuck D was. See what I'm saying? So each generation evolved into something. Because I mean, let's be real. At one point, you was getting so many rappers coming out, and you're like, "Fuck is this? One hit wonders, gone."
Yeah.
Now,
okay,
go for it, shoot.
But the message in a lot of times has been lost with the newer generation because, okay, you had even in 80s and 90s hip hop, even early 2000s, they started talking about money. Now that's all they talk about. They talk about money, women, women, and cars. That's the typical cookie cutter theme that most rappers talk about now. Money, cars, women, and traveling. And don't forget
the pills and all. You feel what I'm saying? Like don't forget all
but that's what it is, though.
All the time.
But that's what it is. I mean, come on, man. You think about all the rappers at one point. How many rappers back in the day had on like 9 chains, a 5-finger gold ring? They were showing their wealth, their money.
But were they really making that money? No, they were not. They were making some, but not.
But times is different though. Remember back then, you had to pick up a book to find out if they making money. Now you just done. He ain't making no money. Come on, man. Time change.
I just feel like 2-minute songs, 2 minute 36-second songs is not really. That's my opinion. It's just not hip hop.
Let me ask a question.
Like, go ahead. I'm listening.
So let me guess. You want an All in the Same Gang or Self-Destruction song to come back out? A new version?
No, not really that. But I want to hear the story. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear the story. Like, what's really happening?
Everything is beats now. Like
to an extent. To an extent, I agree with you to an extent.
Really? No, that's how.
Hold on, wait a minute. You still got Ghostface Killer. You still got Wu-Tang. You got Raekwon. You still got Method Man. You got the Jizzy. You got Killer Priest. They not talking about money, clothes, and hoes. They still sticking to their roots. Come on now.
Yeah, but you can't put them in the 2020s and late.
But they still making new music though, bro. You gotta put them there. You gotta put them there because they making new music for the times.
Yeah, they making new music for the times, but they're not the same era.
It don't matter. What I'm saying is they're not the same era, and I understand what you're saying because it's gonna be a hellified debate. They're not the same era, but they're still releasing music within this era, and it's still competition. So you might release a song, she release a song, I release a song. It's go clash because everybody go choose what song they like and who's speaking what.
Okay.
See, I don't agree though.
Can you say Offset can fuck with Meth as far as lyrics or rapping ability?
You petty.
No, answer the question though.
I'm just saying.
No. Oh my God, he petty. I'm a roll. I mean, okay, facts. Meth is cold. I can't take nothing from Meth. Meth a bad motherfucker. Okay.
So and they're 2 different generations.
But that's the kick. This is the new music is for the new generation. The new Pepsi.
It's not. But
Well,
you're further proving my point in the fact that these artists are making music for and in the new generation, but they are not cut from the same cloth.
Can't be. You can't be. Let's be real. If everybody was cut from the same cloth, we would all be mimicking each other. I'll be like you would be like her. Everybody has to be cut and designed from different parts of a fabric to grow into something else. And the newer generation, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like they're taking the torch and doing it how they know how to do it. Now, 5 years from now, you have another generation come in with a whole nother wave of something different, but it's still go be hip hop to an extent. But long as you don't forget where you came from and you remember the basis and who did what, and et cetera, you know your history, you pay your homage.
A lot of them don't, though. A lot of them don't. A lot of them.
True indeed.
Because I made it. Fuck the ones that came before me. Motherfucker.
But that's why I say I don't
the ones because fuck the ones that came before you, because 9 times out of 10 the beats and shit that you are came from them.
Right. But you know what? And you're right. Now I believe again that's just good home training, because if they don't know or want to know, they go roll with they go keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they haven't grew up with it or was taught, hey, bro, this is where that song came from, this is where that song came, this is where that song came from, they're going to have that fucking attitude.
I don't know. I don't think they carry no torch. They got their own genre of music. They got their own music. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? They got their own feel, of how they doing things or whatever. But
hey, do me a favor. When get on your Facebook when we done and put that as a topic. I want to see what everybody got to say. That is, it's a good ass topic. It's really debatable. Nobody's going to win on that because everybody has an opinion, but it's definitely a good debate.
Well, this video on my page, so I'm sure people gonna watch it and be like, "Oh, you know what? They gonna have their comments to it," which is fine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine, but I just don't feel like the younger generation is carrying hip hop.
Okay, what about this though? Let's rewind the tape a little bit. Remember how rap was late 90s? And that's the golden era of rap. That's my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. But when No Limit came, when Cash Money came, it changed the game. It wasn't the same. Think about when Ha came out. When Juvenile came out with Ha and Soldier Rag, you being from Texas, me being from Ohio, you being from Florida, we liked it, but it was different, and you had to adjust and dissect it because it was a whole different vibe.
Because you know what? That I would say that was the gumbo.
I was gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say. Like they came from New Orleans. So we had to
came from New Orleans. You got to think about it. No Limit had artists not just from New Orleans. They brought in artists from different places.
Richmond, California. Facts. But here's my thing: when you thought about New Orleans, you thought about the Saints only, Gumbo, Bourbon Street. When that music came out, you learned something. You're like, it's a badass song. Damn, I like it. You had to learn why they talk the way they talk. Damn, that's their hood. It was just the same as California. We didn't know when you heard NWA, we didn't know it was that bad down there until you start really looking. Damn, it's that bad down there. It's crazy. Same with New Orleans. You started watching the videos, reading, and you like, oh, it's a different world down there. But before that, it was party, Mardi Gras, right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with Florida. Florida is what? Miami Vice, the beach. Hey. Let's be real though. When you live in a different state back then, it wasn't no internet, so you roll what you saw on TV or people talked about in the magazines. And then we found out, wait a minute, Liberty City, a bad motherfucker. Ooh, damn, okay. Speaking of Liberty City, we got Ross. He came out of Liberty City. He came out of Trick Daddy City. Bad. Ross a bad thing. Gunplay.
Yeah, but Ross is from Mississippi though.
I was gonna say Rick Ross from Mississippi, but yeah.
But you telling shit that shouldn't be told, boy. You better slow down. But I'm just saying, like with Gunplay, he's out of Liberty City. You got Ross from down there, man. What about Stally? Stally from Ohio? Yeah, look up Stally. Stally kept it hip hop. Check out Stally's music. He's from Ohio, man. Shout out to Stally, man. Home team.
We don't see who's gonna keep it hip hop. Somebody gonna keep it hip hop. I don't know.
Facts. Because let's be real. When Nas first came out, we didn't know he was gonna blow like that, but he ended up becoming a blueprint of hip hop. Same with Jay-Z, a blueprint of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, damn, okay.
Because they took the original blueprint and went with it. You know, basically built a better house.
Look who their mentors was though.
Exactly.
Jay-Z had Big Daddy Kane. Nas was cool with MC Search. Shout out to Third Base. Third Base did they thing for the hip hop at one point.
Exactly, but that's what I was sitting up there saying earlier was the fact that the ones that they took the ones that came their predecessors, got mentored by them, realized what it was to make good, not just good music, but still telling a story.
I think, you know what, man? I think a lot of people tell stories in their own way. Like if you look at like BG, Birdman, Juvenile, all them, they telling their story. It's just a New Orleans way. And if you can't digest it, you're not gonna dig it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was telling about, the story of, where they grew up and stuff like that. And then it is some real motherfuckers who live their music out there. What they rap on that mic, they live.
Well, there are a lot that live, that live it. I don't know. I just don't agree with the young people in being hip hop. I don't.
You know what? I'm not
like I don't like no female younger artists. Like I don't like none of them.
Really?
None of them. No, I don't like Cardi B. None of them.
I'm gonna tell them like this, man. They get in their bag. Let them get their bag. Let them get their bag. And let them get it.
I respect what they doing because they get into the money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get to the money.
And music is music is universal to me. So I mean, I look at it like they doing their thing, they doing their version. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have their opinion on what's hip hop and what's not hip hop because. I mean, if you look at one point, it was a lot of conscious hip hop, and everybody like, what the fuck is going on? But then it just shifted. Went to gangster, then it shifted to shake ass. So now it's just doing this. It's like playing pong or tennis.
And now the dudes are shaking ass. And
man, that's some bullshit right there. I'm not even on that. I'm not on that. I'm gonna tell you something funny though. And I gotta change the subject. You know what? Before I change the subject, I'm gonna tell you who changed hip hop too. Dipset. When Cam and them did Dipset, they changed the music industry as far as fashion and the music because they was coming with some hits.
Yeah, they were. And I mean, you got to think about the fact that a lot of places look towards New York as far as what's hot in fashion. Because you got to think about it. New York is one of the fashion capitals of the world.
And they was the beginning. So of course you'll look. You want to talk about fashion? Shout out to Dapper Dan, man. What y'all know about Dapper Dan? Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't know Dapper Dan? Dapper Dan?
He definitely had his style when it came to making music and then presenting himself.
Hold on. Now, what Dapper Dan did in the 80s for hip hop, Rakim and all them, Big Daddy Kane, all them custom clothing. Fast forward to now all that clothing he did, all the high climb fashion people fucking with him, Gucci fucking with him, Louis fucking with him. But look what he did for hip hop, bro. Look at all them early and all them 80s and 90s videos. You see anybody in Louis, Gucci, Fendi, MCM, Dapper Dan. Who else? Bobby Brown fucked with him. LL. You had Rich Porter fucking with him. Ace Boogie. You had Alpo fucking with him. Everybody, bro. Gotta give a shout out to Dapper Dan, man. Got to. What you think about, baby? You over there looking around like you thinking of something or you watching some shit on TV you shouldn't be watching?
First of all, I don't even watch TV. So that's the first thing.
Shorty about to be in the house.
She put her name is real long. It's got MD somewhere in there.
Hey. What his name was? Birdman with the Birdman. Put some respect on my name, okay? All three of y'all.
Hey. Hold on. She said all three of y'all.
All three of him.
All three of y'all.
We got three personalities. You know what I'm saying?
We all got different personalities. We all got different.
Brother. He called me nice sometimes. He text me nice. He put me today. be like, wait a minute, right? I don't got an attitude, but okay.
Bruh, she got an attitude, nigga. She got attitude. Don't let her fool you. She be on some bullshit.
I got another place to be, y'all, so I got to leave y'all. Like
You got 5. Look, you got 5 more minutes, and we off the air, so you gonna ride it out, nigga.
Y'all got 5 more minutes, and then I got another. You know,
You ain't got nowhere to be, nigga. You going down to BW3.
What's BW3? I want to go.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey, today is free boneless wings.
Why are y'all calling it BW3?
It does say that on the building, genius. It does say that.
Oh, it don't say that on here. It say Buffalo Wild Wings.
If you fucked with them from a long time ago, that's what it was called, BW3.
Thank you.
Well, we just got that here like in the last 3 years. In the last 3 years, I think they got Buffalo Wild Wings. We didn't have that. We did not have that. Mm-mm.
All right.
But
so, quick question.
I don't eat meat, so I'm not going there. So,
you a vegan or you a pescatarian?
You know I'm pescatarian.
I forgot. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. What is hip hop? Each one of y'all, question. What does hip hop mean to you, and what has hip hop done for you?
Ladies first.
I don't know. Hip hop.
Why don't you go then?
You know what?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I got a little pistol for you. Pew, pew, pew.
Right, duck on that one. Oh, they shoot.
Look, I just went. I don't know. Hip hop is everything to me because I love music. So that's why I'm so, like I feel so passionate about it. What it done for me, like I said, it practically raised me. You know what I'm saying? Like it taught me a lot of stuff or made me pay attention to a lot of stuff now that I heard then on the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I remember Scarface said blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. Like you never seen a man and die. Like, I'm just playing. But just different things really I don't know, just really groomed me. So, but music is my thing. Instead of TV being my thing, music is my thing. So that's why I say it kind of raised me because I'm always listening to music.
What you got, AB?
All right. Going off of what she said, it was a major portion of my childhood.
Right.
Because in going back to the music that we discussed in the first episode, this is the main thing of what I listen to. Now, given the fact that I had older parents and, like I used to ride to school with my father. So I have an appreciation for old school, like R&B and stuff like that. But with me having an older brother, he listened to, and my brother used to DJ, all of the rap and all that. That's what I listened to before, when I woke up in the morning, before I get ready to go to school, or at the sock hops. That's what they're playing. So and that's the reason why, like I say, I still listen to the artists from that time period, because I want to hear a message. I want to learn something in the music. I don't care about going to strip clubs and
You don't want to pop a perk?
Huh?
You don't want to pop a perk?
No.
Right.
You wrong. You petty.
That's what
you
I'm
wrong.
saying.
Y'all petty, man. Y'all petty, man. Y'all petty.
But that's all they talk about, and I don't care about that.
But they talking about what they know, what they do, bro. They just letting you know. They letting you into their world. That's all they doing. You gotta give them credit.
And if that's all they doing, then they are doomed. They are doomed.
Y'all two motherfuckers.
We are doomed. I'm sorry.
Moving forward, me personally, I'm gonna definitely say hip hop taught me a lot of things and opened my mind and eyes to different parts of America, as well as different cultures and how to mix this beat with that beat. And then me growing up, I love music and by default, so me loving old school music, how to mix that and make that what it is, and especially fashion. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like some of my style didn't come from hip hop. If you can't sit here and say, hey, listen, hip hop made my style, nigga, ain't nobody behind you. If hip hop made my style, you're lying, because you wouldn't bought that same goddamn me shirt that rapper had on and you flaunted it, and somebody else followed your step on and on and on. So, but I'm gonna definitely still give a shout out to the new generation because they do have some songs I do like, and they trying, they doing their thing, and I'm gonna respect that. And I'm gonna, of course, always pay homage to the old MCs and the real hip hoppers and the conscious rapper. Shout out to Common, Just Ice and them, Poor Righteous Teachers and whatnot. And it's a list under, and matter of fact, November is next month, so gotta say rest in peace to Soulja Slim. That was his passing. He was a dope rapper, really. And
come in at the tail end.
Nah, that's the shout out to DJ Breezy, man. That's DJ Breezy coming from the local juke joint with Hop on them and getting her some of that old wine, that moonshine, that tub water. But that is our time, though, people. So we will be back again, same panel with a different topic and different ideas and different things. So y'all definitely look out as new episodes coming up. AB, take care of that for me, please.
I got you.
Still waiting that. And I don't know whether to call you your real name or just call you Zip, but I'm
Well, you can call me Zip Damasha, not playing.
Zip Damasha. Y'all play too much, boy. Y'all two. One nigga want to be overly educated, and one nigga want to be Joe College.
Hey, Joe College.
Do me a favor, though.
We here, AB.
Do me a favor. Tell everybody where to find y'all at. All jokes aside, Zip, tell people where to find you at.
Where's Zip Motivation on all platforms, every platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever else is out there, Instagram, Zip Mouth Motivation, or Coach Damasha Katrina, my proper. So
I'll figure out something for social medias because I'm not personal. So
you know what, he is very personal like me, man. But to an extent, he do his thing. But I'm gonna tell y'all make sure y'all go out to the world and y'all buy buckwheat pancakes because he did create it. Y'all get that, and it's okay. It's okay.
See, I'll come over to his house and I'm gonna slap the hell out of him. So.
Yo, man, I thank y'all for coming on, man. Another good episode of the Spotlight. Y'all will have y'all back. Y'all stay loving it, man. I gotta. Y'all silly, man.
All right. See y'all later.
Be safe. Y'all be safe. We got a lot of new things coming up on the show. We do got Spotlight on the go. We got Generator Baby coming up. We got other interviews we're working on, as well as shout out to the Evans administration, as well as Richie Evans. Y'all get that highly favorite K Knock the Hustle EP. And y'all stay tuned. Shout out to Bel Air. Of course, we're working on things, and we got another empty bottle. So that means it's time for me to go. I will see y'all next Thursday. Remember, Rain Spotlight 4977 on YouTube, Rain Rockstar on Instagram, and Rain Space Rockstar on Facebook, TikTok, Rain _4977. Y'all do that your thing. I gotta go. I will catch y'all, and man, y'all stay hip hop, man.